right, folks. So, before we get into anything game-wise, we'll take care of our jerky situation here. I have, let me count them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
Okay.
I would shake them up. I start choosing.
Let's see what we got. We got the Bard. Ooh, which is buffalo-style chicken with beef.
That should be fine.
That shouldn't be too bad.
I'm telling you, luck has been on his side.
Right? Now, if I was lucky, they'd all be this flavor. But let's see. I don't know if you can see.
Imagine this is the worst one.
So the jerky is a little tapered at the end, which is not appealing. I'd prefer, Slim Jims are very nice, clear cut,
cut off.
And this, like I said, has a taper situation going on at one end. So I'm gonna hit it from the other end here, which is nice and square.
I mean, that's all the flavor. That's where it started at. That means you got the beginning of the cut.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Getting through this package. This is some industrial style package here.
Yeah, because they got exotic animals in them things.
I know, right? Okay. Here we go. Buffalo style chicken with beef. The non-tapered end. Got my drink ready. All right.
That one might be good.
Should we smell it first? Smells like buffalo bologna.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what a Slim Jim smell like. He might finish this one.
Might be my favorite.
Okay, nice.
I'm not going to eat the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
But
I was getting excited for a second there.
Right. Let's see here. Bite number 2. If I were drunk, I might mistake it for a Slim Jim.
Really?
Right?
Well drunk.
Yeah, if you handed this to me and said, hey, it's a Slim Jim, here you go. I'd be like, yeah, this is fine. All right, should I go for bite number 3?
Yeah.
Is he going for a third one?
Unprecedented.
Oh.
Unprecedented.
No approved Dan from his vacation.
Right? 3 bites.
All right.
Bard.
Off and Kiss gave you luck.
Right? Bard.
Right.
We got a winner.
All right.
Sorry to disappoint you all by not gagging. I know Amanda's very disappointed over here.
Well, you were bound to get one that you liked.
Yeah, there had to be one.
Well, don't go too far now.
One you didn't despise.
Didn't despise. It was okay enough that I could go back for a third bite. You know what? Fuck. Nah.
Oh,
Fourth? A fourth?
Give him an hour, he'll be hungry again.
Right?
Yeah, he gonna go back for it.
Right.
Or it's going to have revenge on
I was
him.
about to say, this is going to be a Skittle situation where next thing you know, he's eating the whole thing.
All right. So, you might remember the revelation toward the end of when we last played, like 3 weeks ago. I forgot to record the session. So I didn't have the benefit of going back to listen to where we left off. So I'm really going off of my best recall of what happened 3 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure we spent the entire session in the town of Rigas, fighting around that portal. It was some big fights. I remember that. Some good fights. And you got some good treasure at the end of it. Everybody got to pick a magic item, basically. I think we did that. There was
Yep.
like 4 different options to choose from a +1 weapon to a cloak of protection to I don't remember exactly what they are. I could look it up real quick here. Let's see. I think it was chapter 10. Yep, Rigus. Conclusion in Rigus. So yeah, it was a +1 weapon, a Wand of the War Mage, a Cloak of Protection, or Dimensional Shackles. Which is like, who the hell would pick the Shackles in that equation?
It feels like it might come in handy, but that's a big risk to take.
Right?
You already have some, remember?
Compared to a Cloak of Protection, Wand of the War Mage, or a +1 weapon, though?
Yeah, remember I won some at the casino. I've been carrying them around this whole time.
Right.
They're
Right.
magical. The ones you got?
Yeah, you want it
All
in
it
the
does
slot
is
machine,
prevent somebody from, yeah.
Right.
It prevents somebody from jumping planes.
Right.
Oh, we were gonna have someone wear them, right? The person we found in the house.
Yeah, but before we could put it on him, he jumped.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
signs
that
of
was-
an innocent person.
The
Yeah.
the Night Hag, Uncle
Yeah.
Uncle Longteeth, I think his name was.
Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't half bad.
I knew it. He's going back for it.
It's right there in case I get peckish.
All in your
The other
name.
ones went right in the trash. That one still out.
I won't
Just
go
looking
near
up
that
how to order
tapered
more
end
of
though.
them.
That tapered end scares me. That's just unappetizing.
That just means you got the beginning of the process.
The start of the sausage. Give me middle of the sausage. Thanks very much. I'll take middle.
Well, let us know how your stomach feels after a couple hours once it's settling.
Right.
That might be where the mage part comes in.
Right. Very much like a Slim Jim, though. All right. All right. So yeah. So we were talking about the treasure we got at the end of Rigus. We did not, as part of our final send-off, record our journal entry for Rigus. So I don't know if we want to do so now, or if it's kind of we'll just mail this one in, because I'd be asking you guys to recall stuff about an adventure 3 weeks ago without the benefit of any recap.
I don't even remember what to say.
Yeah, I cannot tell you a thing.
Rigus.
I wrote it down.
Did you?
I wrote it down, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Rigus was a military town with a big wall, lots of weapons, lots of soldiers.
Right.
We managed to kill Lugic.
Sounds right.
He was a spy,
Yeah.
Lumberg.
and something. I wrote down, this might have been a different town. I wrote down something about a gray gemstone on a guy with plate and spikes.
Yes, that was the battle Rigus. So the imposter, the spy, was actually a shape-shifted gray slad. And one of the, I think they were Ettins, the two-headed giants,
Yes, sir.
was wearing a helmet with the slad's control gem.
Okay.
Which is technically, if we glossed over that, I'm not sure if we did or didn't, but I guess that's part of your treasure now, is that gray control gem, because you bested all the adversaries in that fight. Let me go back and look at it's called the Acheron Incursion. Let's see. The second wave. Here we go. Yep. Ettins. It is a slad control gem, a stone that gives the wearer control over a slad. But you defeated the slad too. So you only have the gem. So I don't know. It doesn't list it like as a magic item. I'm just looking for it. Control gem. Yeah, under when I do a search in magic items, I do not see something called a slot control gem. So I'm not instantly familiar with how they work. So let me look up slot in the monster manual real quick. I won't spend too much time on this, but I'm sure there's got to be something about the control gem there. So let's see. Search slad. Slad. There's all the different types of slad. Is there any generic information on slads? Slotty, there we go. They're from the ever-changing chaos of Limbo. Not inherently evil, but their impulses are often wild and destructive. Slot control gems. Here we go. A slot born from the spawning stone has a magical control gem embedded in its head. If a creature claims the gem, the slotty has the charmed condition and obeys the gem's bearer. The slot ceases to be charmed if it is harmed by the gem's bearer or the allies. One can obtain a slot's control gem by using a wish or imprison itself. The slot fails its saving throw. So I guess you can control this one slot with this control gem, but he's been killed. So I guess that makes it a non-issue, right?
Yeah, sounds like.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry for that little diversion. I just didn't want to deprive you of any righteous treasure if it was due you. All right, so with our business in Rigus now completed, we can head back to Aid Karu, the walking castle, and move on to the last town, the town of Cursed, C-U-R-S-T, Cursed. And let's see, Cursed is not too far, so we're, but of course distance is always relative here in the Outlands. So it's anybody's guess at how long the trip will actually take. But you all do get a long rest in, so there's that. You can all rest up.
Oh, I was close to death.
Me too.
It's pretty good.
We're still all level 8, right?
Yeah.
And our current XP is 40,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So as the castle is moving along, you hear a group of jovial cheers outside. And when you go to investigate, you can see a group of a dozen lizard folk cheering as one among them strains, then hefts a barrel-sized boulder over her head. She holds it for a moment, then lets it drop to the ground amid even more cheers. Does anybody understand Draconic?
Oh, I do.
I do as well.
Okay, you can hear the lizard folk shouting support and cheering the lifter's new personal best in the stone lifting feat that she just performed. The focus of the lizard folk soon shifts to the walking castle and to you, and they energetically wave and ask you to stop for a minute.
Okay, should we stop?
Yeah, see what's up.
There are 12 lizard folk here, and they're quite friendly. Led by the largest of their number, a colorfully frilled lizard folk who introduces herself as Sespec. She shares that her and her companions have just completed a jog around the Outlands and are on their way back to the realm of their god, Semuanya. Semuanya is a deity of survival, athleticism, and physical prowess, widely revered by lizard folk. The lizard folk are tired from their years-long jog and are looking for a lift to Semuanya's bog. They don't have much to offer you, but they're certain that their fellows in Semuanya's realm will welcome and reward you if you're willing to help them out.
All right, and what do we need to do?
Just give them a lift, basically. They're hitching.
Far away.
A day's travel.
We're not in a rush in any way, are we?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see a problem then.
Are they fleeing anybody? Are we expecting follower chasers?
No. They're not in any kind of trouble. They put your mind at ease about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give them a lift. Come on up.
All right. So it takes about a day, but you reach the domain of the deity Semuanya in a pleasant smelling swamp full of bright flowers and colorful bugs. Through trees draped in vibrant moss come the cheers of lizard folk engaged in competition. Sespec thanks you for bringing her group here and invites you to relax here in the bog.
Okay, my first question is there anyone who this bog belongs to? We're not going to get yelled at to leave.
Oh, it's Semuanya's bog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid an ogre being upset at us and yelling at us to get out of his bog, you know.
Does he have a donkey friend?
Right? I'm making waffles. All right. So yeah, she says, come relax, enjoy the revelries and the contests. She says the spirits of lizard folk champions engage in endless competition here, and you're welcome to join them.
Why not?
Okay, they have the followers of Semuanya can cast a bunch of spells, but I don't think you have any need for greater restoration or reincarnate, so that's kind of a moot point.
Good to know it's there, though.
Right? So, like in the town of, I think it was Glorium, where they had lots of contests, you're seeing similar kind of culture here among these athletic lizard folk. And they have a number of contests centered around either acrobatic performances, swimming, weightlifting, all the way through dymatic displays, which I believe I had to look it up before, but dymatic is a display by an animal to startle or frighten predators or deter an attack. That is what a dymatic behavior is. And so they have a contest for that, and then reptile trivia, if you want to exercise your brain muscle. So the way these work is the contests have an associated skill and difficulty level, and you basically got to pass 2 out of 3 to win the contest. I'm going to put here in the Discord chat the different contests, but I'm not going to list their difficulty.
Try the weightlifting one.
You want to have Lex go for the weightlifting? So Lex should make 3 strength checks, athletics.
What am I listing?
A big boulder.
I'm going to rage. And 3 strength checks. Okay.
Athletics, right.
Oh, athletics. Oh,
Right.
Sorry.
That's okay. We'll call that a pass on the first one. Yeah, basically,
That's
Zorana,
highly
you got it. All right, there's a fail.
Problem.
Third one is where it's all okay. You passed. Excellent. So you're able to beat one of the other lizard folk at a competition of weightlifting. So that's one competition that has gone your way. Any other friendly competitions you want to engage in?
What are the others?
You can do a dymatic display, which involves an intimidation check, an acrobatic performance, which, big surprise, is acrobatics, or reptile trivia, which is a nature check.
No, oh, let me see if it's a nature check. Let me see. No, I don't have good nature. God damn it, it's intelligence, not wisdom.
It is intelligence.
I'll go for
Yeah.
nature.
I could definitely. I think Zorana would be interested in the diamatic displays because I have a decent intimidation.
Sure. Go ahead and make 3 intimidation checks.
Hey,
There's a fail. There's a fail. And there's a success.
14's a fail. Wow.
Yeah, 14 is a fail on the dymatic display competition. So, unfortunately, you did not get the better of that contest, leaving swimming or trivia or acrobatics left.
I'll do the
Swimming is what
trivia.
kind of check?
What's that?
I was saying swimming is what kind of check?
Athletics again.
Understood. Okay. Go ahead.
Imagine we saved that for Cap.
Yeah. Rylar, you said you was gonna do the acrobatics.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do acrobatics. End up landing on my head.
No, I can't do acrobatics. Anything
I'll do-
involving strength I can do, but anything outside of that, no.
I'll do the reptile trivia one.
All right. that is 3 nature checks to test your reptilian acumen against an actual lizard folk. See if you can come out on top. Oh, there's a good one. You know more about lizard folks than lizard folks. Oh, not so much on that one.
Okay.
All right. So there's 2 contests that your group has now won. Legend has it, if you can impress Semuanya, that a manifestation of the god may just appear. And you seem to be well on your way to doing some impressive work. So that would leave us with either swimming or acrobatics.
Oh, it's swimming?
Mm-hmm.
What check is that?
Athletics.
Athletics? I'll try that one.
Sure.
You just have to make 3 rolls?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
There's one. No, not that one. And not that one either, unfortunately. Seems like all your group's hopes are falling on the acrobatic performance. Who's got the best acrobatics?
Not me.
I got a +3.
It's better than that.
I only have a +1, but I was about to say I have something I can use.
Yeah.
Enhance ability, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Give you a little, slap on the shoulder, like, you got this, Lex, and I will give you advantage on your strength.
Alright, let's do it. An advantage.
All I'm going to say is I learned this from Cap.
Oh, there's a pass.
An advantage.
Ooh, fail.
God dang.
Oh, so close.
Careful, you need him. What?
Yeah.
He can chrono shift this thing.
All right, let's do that. Let's retroactively say the Cap would have done this when Adam joins. We'll tell him to use a chrono shift because you know he would. Because you guys can't stand losing out on stuff, and I don't blame you for that. So let's do one more roll, just a straight D20 roll to see if you can do an acrobatics of 17 or better.
D&D gods. Nope.
No.
Womp womp.
They laughed in my face.
Unfortunately, you missed out on a visit from the deity themselves. But between you and me, all you're losing out in is an alchemy jug as a reward. It's not the worst thing in the world. You did miss out on a magic item. However, this alchemy jug that you would have gotten has a flaw in that it cannot produce beer, mayonnaise, or wine. So it's not even a full alchemy jug. I think it has something to do with the dietary athleticism kind of thing. They don't want booze or mayonnaise.
Oh my god, they're keto. That's disgusting. Right. That's horrible.
So that's all you missed out on. So that was Semuanya's Bog that you just visited and paid a little visit to. And you can move on your way toward Cursed. And you eventually get back in the Walking Castle. And you start heading in that direction. Hey, Adam, how are you?
Hi. Sorry, I'm very late.
It's all right. We just used one of your chrono shifts, but it didn't end up working out. So you have to. We figured you would have used it in It was a swimming contest that Lex was.
100%.
Yeah, you would have at least tried to get him to pass that check and get a magic item, but But would you burn? If you burned one and he still failed the reroll, do you have any other recourse?
I mean, unless we're in initiative, like.
No. This is just a swimming contest in a lizard folk bog.
Is it just a one-on-one?
Yep.
I mean, how visible would I be if I were to cast a spell or do something silly?
Wait a second. Couldn't the frog just do the swimming test?
Right. You have swimming speed, right?
Yeah, I have a swimming speed.
So I would make that have advantage on the swim check then. What's your athletics?
Now, my athletics is a -1.
All right. Do a roll with advantage.
Do we have guidance? Anyone?
Yeah.
I might have guidance. Hold on. I don't think I do. Oh no, I do.
Oh god. Yeah, Guide the Frog.
Listen, I already tried this with Lex. Okay, I gave him a hands ability, and he still struggled, and he gave it his best shot. But
Lizard
still,
folks are good swimmers.
That is the best I'm gonna do.
16.
Yeah.
You needed 17.
Yeah, you see, Cap is not very athletic.
Right. All right. Unfortunately, you missed out on an alchemy jug as a reward, but you can survive that. That's not the worst news that you've gotten. And
how are we supposed to exist without our endless supply of mayo?
but that's just it. This one didn't produce mayo.
What the?
Right.
yeah,
Bob?
it's a keto jug. It's ridiculous.
Gross.
So everybody's back on the walking castle and moving on to the town of Cursed. But that is, you're traveling for a couple of hours when you hear a panicked cry from outside, and you can see a cerulean dragon, no bigger than a husky, frantically flap its wings as it barrels toward the walking castle. It nearly crashes and quickly tries to hide amid the structure's sculpted facade. Pursuing the dragon is a woman with wild gray hair streaked with crimson. She rides a flying red broom and wears matching red goggles. An oversized bird cage dangles from her broom. So there's a small dragon, dragon wormling the size of a dog, that is trying to hide in the facade of your walking castle from this wild-haired woman on a flying red broom.
So there's a dragon wormling hiding from what is just potentially a witch.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right then. Well, I don't have any contacts for this situation, so I don't know what I should do here. All I see is a dragon hiding from a witch. So I will do nothing.
Anybody else?
I wouldn't be able to use speak with animals on the dragon, correct?
So let me see.
No, it's not an animal.
The dragon.
Dragons speak Draconic, right?
Yep, they speak Draconic plus any two languages, and it doesn't specify which this one speaks. So I'm going to say Common and Grung.
Oh God.
Draconic, Common, and Grung. So you can speak with this dragon.
What a deal.
I mean, I guess I'll approach it and just be like, hi, little guy, can we help you?
Let me refresh myself here. I was kidnapped and I just want to get home.
Get it.
Okay, where's home?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm not terrible, but not good.
Anybody else who saw the dragon wants to make an Arcana check?
Yeah, I'll make an Arcana check. I've got a decent score to this. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. So you know this is a time dragon.
Now he's intrigued.
Cap will casually approach the time dragon.
I think the dragon is in more danger now than it was running from them.
Oh no.
Yeah, immediately in more danger. The situation has escalated.
Escalated.
So, the woman sees you and she says, "I paid good money for that time dragon, and I want it back."
So now we all know that it's a time dragon?
Yeah, because that's what she's identified it as. Yeah.
I immediately look at Cap and tell him, no, Cap. No.
I'm gonna look back at Lex, and Cap will blink asynchronously, one eye after the other, and then look back at the dragon.
Oh no! Wait, didn't time dragon a couple sessions ago? Who's older? Oh god! Oh god! I look at this lady and I go, "You ain't taking shit. He's staying with us, or they're staying with us. I don't know what the gender of this dragon is. Fuck it."
Does Cap know what a time dragon is beyond just like knowing the name Time Dragon?
You
We've met one once before, right?
You did.
I believe I might have.
You might have missed that one, right? Right.
Okay.
You met the dragon Renisnupra, or Renisnupra, excuse me. Renisnupra, who seemed to know you, but obviously you did not know her back, and she had gifted you with a magic item and told you a small riddle. Does anybody remember what that riddle was about? It wasn't even a riddle. It was really just...
give this to the one who sees silver.
Right. Very good. Good recall. Why don't you get inspiration for that?
Hooray! Writing things down.
Right?
Taking nerds like a nerd helps? What? Oh my god.
Imagine.
Outside of school? What?
I just got called a nerd by someone playing Dungeons and Dragons.
What a nerd!
So, the witch introduces herself as Tricante. Says she's one of the greatest magical researchers the Plains has ever known. She's conducting magical experiments that are surely beyond your understanding.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, the fuck not. I think Cap perfectly understands everything now.
Exactly. Even if you wanted to get that dragon back at this point, lady, you're damn sure not getting it back now.
What's the dragon to you? Why don't? It's my property. Give it back.
Prove it.
I paid good money for that.
Show me a bill of sales. Exactly. So we're gonna keep the dragon. You can just go mosey on away, and we'll be all right.
She removes her red goggles to when she was kind of furrowing her brow there, and you could see. Actually, let's get who has the highest passive perception.
Not me.
I got a lot.
I got it.
14.
11.
11.
Ooh, it's 14 for me passive.
Okay, so Zorana, you notice that Tricante's eyes are silver pools.
Oh god damn it. Okay. Who has the necklace? Or wait, was it the? What are we giving? The talisman. Okay, I thought for a second it was like the orb of annihilation. I'm like, we gotta give that up. Okay, yeah, I will take out the talisman once I see her eyes and say, wait, I was like, I think you're looking for this, and I offer it to her.
She leans in, very interested, and said, that would be a fair trade. Keep the dragon. And she takes the talisman of the sphere. And with that, she says, well, she doesn't say anything. She just leaves. She goes about her business.
Just dips. Yeah, Cap is gonna just poke the time dragon.
So after taking a moment to catch her breath, the wormling lets out a long sigh. Woo-wee! First it was kidnappers, then nasty merchants in Ribcage, then that witch. I thought I was a goner. Thanks bunches for helping me out. I'm Renee. And the dragon pauses and looks around uncertainly. You wouldn't know where home is, would you? Now, Cap, you know the time dragons. Let me come back up to where it says it here. Where was it? Okay, you know that time dragons dwell in the mausoleum of Chronepsis, a lair of a godlike dragon with unique insights into draconic fate here in the Outlands. So you know that that's where Renee's home must be, is in the mausoleum of Chronepsis.
And I know where that is.
You can use the walking castle to get there, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know where to go. I think Cap will just sort of... I mean, we're not going anywhere important right now, are we?
Nope, just the last town of the 7 that you have to visit.
I guess... Yeah. Cap is gonna go and just find a way to steer the castle towards the mausoleum.
Alright, do you want to go to Cursed first? Or do you want to go to the mausoleum?
That's a question for the party.
Right?
Do we want to take a little detour?
Which one's closer? That's my vote.
Cursed is closer.
How long is the trip to get to the mausoleum?
It should take about a day.
Every city we've been to thus far, we've either had to fight something, or we've had to save somebody. Mm-hmm. What's the chances Curse is going to be different?
Abso-fucking-lutely not different. It's going to be the same shit.
Different round.
So, we got... Either we going to get into some nonsense at Curse, or we going to get into some nonsense at the with dragons.
Yeah.
Which one you'd feel like dealing with today?
You know, I'm feeling nonsense with dragons.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
I mean, a little dragon nonsense never killed anybody.
Alright, so on to the mausoleum of Chronepsis then?
Yes.
Alright. So that takes us up here on the map.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Alright, that's cool.
This could in no way, shape, or form end badly for us.
No way at all.
I hope it don't.
I won't. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
You just... Sorry, I had to clear my throat. You missed it. Dan had his jerky of the night.
Ah, shit. What jerky did you have?
I got the Bard, which was buffalo-style chicken and beef, and I had...
Show him how good it was. Demonstrate how good it was, Dan.
Bite number 4.
Here it is.
Four bites?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
4 bites.
That's how good it is.
Dan, that's the best one yet.
I think it is. Buffalo style chicken and beef. Now I need
Yeah,
another
it's hard to
drink.
mess that up.
Now I need another drink. Hold on.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I suppose I would.
Now I know what to buy you next. Just the bar.
Of course, I mean, we all can't be surprised you'd like the bard's meat.
Not touching that one.
Mm-mm.
I think this one makes us chicken. I like the way you want. Don't block me in the kitchen. That's a hate crime. False imprisonment.
Right.
Obama wouldn't stand for this.
All right. There we go. I got my cup refilled.
Alright.
I think I'm going to have some more french fries out of my dinner before we go on. I had
I mean, that's very important.
Okay. So, after traveling for a while, you begin to near the mausoleum of Cronepsis, with the time dragon Renee in tow. From an expanse of ruins and dragon bones rises a great fortress. On its towering facade, brilliant light beams from an opening shaped like an hourglass. High above wheel silhouettes of soaring dragons. Renee, as soon as the mausoleum is in sight, asks you to stop the walking castle. She knows the dragons are territorial and doesn't want to provoke them by bringing the castle closer.
I guess that would be a bit of a provocation.
Makes sense. Yeah, we'll stop.
All right. She thanks each one of you personally and gifts you, the group, with one of her scales, then flies off.
And Cap is gonna pick up the scale and just kind of look at it. Probably shakes it a bit.
All right. It is a scale of a time dragon.
Does Cap think the scale does anything?
Yes, it's definitely magical.
Alright, well, I guess Cap will sit down and begin the identify ritual.
All right. As the walking castle strides away from the mausoleum of Cronepsis, a shadow passes overhead. A massive shape settles atop a nearby ruin. It's a gigantic, ancient-looking time dragon with huge branching horns that pulse with opalescent energy. A voice like a whisper reaches you. Call, and I'll be there. And with that, a portal of swirling colors opens around the mighty dragon, and the great worm fades into it. Then the portal vanishes.
Was that the first one we met?
Mm-hmm.
Same one?
Right.
It grew up.
So are we returning its kid?
No, it was it.
Okay.
It was the same dragon. Just because it's a time dragon, it temporarily kind of is all over the place. So this is you. This is when you met Renee,
Right.
when she met you. Even though you already kind of had an inkling who she was.
Wait,
Got it.
didn't you say that was an ancient one?
Right.
I think we're summoning.
Why did say we gonna summon an adult one?
Well, we met the same dragon as a wormling. I don't think time is very linear for this thing.
Right. You want to know why you can't summon an ancient time dragon with the scale?
Yeah, I thought we had a game-breaking creature on our side.
hey, Lex, we already got the Pokeball with the serpent in it.
Right.
That is not an ancient time dragon.
It's a big difference.
Well, I get that. I really do. You're probably right.
We can't fight an ancient time dragon with our 3 iterations.
We could fight it.
We can fight it.
Right.
We would just die.
Yeah. Hey,
Would we be successful?
Look, that's fine though.
Okay. So now what?
With that business done, it would seem that there's just not much to do but resume the travel back to Cursed. Now, Cursed,
Yep.
let me tell you a little bit about Cursed. This is what Zathir, the Githzerai, who is the custodian of the Walking Castle, can tell you about Cursed. So, Cursed is the gate town to the depths of Carceri, I think it's pronounced. It is Cursed is a menagerie of exiles and outcasts, fugitives, traders, and runaways trade one punishment for another in the poisonous town, a dismal burg chained to the prison plane of Carceri. Betrayers and backstabbers ruminate on their pasts in captivity, agonizing over their mistakes or counting down the days until they can exact vengeance on those who wronged them. Cracked, dried-up soil pervades the town and its rusted structures, rising as clouds of dust with every step. Malephants of the Wall Watch patrol Cursed's perimeter, a high corroded barrier lined with sawtooth barbs and search towers. The elephantine warders turn their gaze inward, ensuring no one escapes. Cursed receives traders and felonious folk with open arms, but to leave the gate town, residents must receive approval from the burgomaster, a capricious demodand named Viligus Bazengar. Susceptible to cajolery, the ruthless demodand has been known to spare those who stroke his insufferable ego. The gate to Carceri stands in a ringed courtyard in the center of town. The ruddy four-pillared metal arch swirls with carmine and sand and tortured cries. Creatures that step into the reddish squall emerge in Orthus, the torrid first layer of Carceri. Locals believe the gate is a one-way portal because no one recalls ever witnessing anything come out of it. The gate has no guards, as the gate's reputation is enough of a deterrent. Let's see, some noteworthy sites in the city. The Burgomaster's estate is a residence dedicated to chastisement and correction. From the outside, the three-story manor looks like an elaborate, menacing cage.
That's a bit odd.
Then there's a place called The Dump. Items lost across the multiverse sometimes find their way to Cursed's Dump, a sprawling junkyard managed by the crotchety green hag named Dolores, who makes a living off the garbage and keeps it from spilling into the town. Dolores occasionally will hire adventurers to clear her yard of dumpster divers and trespassers. Roaming packs of rust monsters scavenge the mountains of scrap and look for metallic morsels. There's other noteworthy sites. The Trader's Gate outcasts wet their tongues at this lamentable roadhouse inn that looks like a giant overturned bucket. It's run by a haggard, grim-faced man named Tainted Barse. The tavern sees its share of lowlifes, but rebels, visionaries, and heroic outlaws also dot the tap room, finding common ground with others seeking to clear their names or drown their sorrows. So that's a little bit about Cursed. As I move your tokens down on the map outside where Cursed is. I don't know why ping's not working. My computer's a little screwed up, but I don't want to restart it in the middle of the game. Okay, so the odor of rusty metal stings every breath, and ahead lies the gate town of Cursed, a dismal-looking community surrounded by an imposing wall. Hulking sentries mine the barrier and oversee an open gate into the town. As you near the gate town, your mimir chimes, and its eye sockets flicker like a dying candle flame. There are two maleficents guarding the entrance to the gate town. Anybody have a passive perception of 16 or higher?
No.
No,
No, sir.
it's just 14.
Okay. So yeah, you're standing at the entrance, and nothing seems to be particularly barring your way. It seems that you're welcome to come in.
Yeah, but then I'll
Seemingly.
mosey on in.
Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to stop us, right?
Right? So inside, you find Cursed townfolk to be a sour, suspicious lot who are generally uninterested in conversation. You'll get terse directions to the gate to Carceri, or any of the locations in town, but you might have to make a persuasion check to get someone to actually disclose friendly information.
Yeah, I'll make the persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm not very persuasive.
Yeah.
I can try and just hit up the people and be like, "What's up, my fellow friends?
What do you want?
We're just looking for some information here. We've got a meal we're trying to fix. Know anything about a gate around here?"
Hey, if you want to do business at the gate, it's your own thing.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not getting involved.
Just you can't even point us in the direction of it?
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, you want to go that way. And he
Alright.
points.
Thank you kindly.
All right. So you got your directions to the gate. So in the center of Cursed stands a rusty metal arch filled with swirling crimson sands and echoing with anguished wails. This is the gate to Carceri, also known as the Shackled Gate. There are no guards or deterrents blocking access to the gate.
Yeah, but do you want to go to Cursory? No.
Well, at least you can get and you can record your observations,
Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing
Yeah.
stopping us from just getting closer,
right?
why not?
Yeah.
Cap, last time that Cap remembers going to a gate, there was this whole fucking fight about it. So Cap is just gonna go ahead and cast Gift of Alacrity on himself. And then would anybody else like a D8 added to their initiative rolls for the next 8 hours? Because we've done this song and
Excuse
dance
me.
before, and it usually involves us getting hurt. I'm not wrong.
No, you are right. I don't know. Probably save the slot, right?
It's a first
I think we're
level.
okay. Oh, is it a first?
Yeah,
it's a first.
Yeah, it's a first.
Well, shit. I'll take it.
Alright, yeah, I will do it again, and you get alacrity.
Very nice.
All right, let's record an entry. What do you think about Cursed? I know you.
We have not interacted with a single person here. I have no opinion of this place.
Rusty, Dusty.
They said we
Rusty
could walk
Dusty.
right to the gate.
Lots of people that we don't really want to interact with, it seems.
Right?
Yeah, they're all grossly mistrusting.
Rusty, Dusty, distrustful.
Egomaniac Burgomaster.
Right? All right. We'll call that good enough. I know you guys are at a slight disadvantage because we tend to get to the gates in a lot of these towns with not a ton of interaction. But
You just kind of not guard them.
you've got enough going on that excuse me. You had enough interaction that you can make an accurate description of the town. So with that business done, you're free to explore and or leave.
Are we actually free to leave, though?
Or are we? That's a good question.
There is a 30-foot tall wall of rusted metal and razor vine surrounding the town, patrolled by a ruthless cadre of guards called the Wall Watch.
Watch, are they looking to keep people out?
The guards are under orders from the town's leader, the burgomaster, to prevent anyone from leaving.
Oh,
Oh,
that's why we could walk in so easily.
Yeah.
Oh man,
well, this is.
now we gotta find our way out.
No, I think we gotta go see the Burgomaster and kiss his ass. Isn't that the idea?
Probably
Let's
the
get to fluffing.
Get to fluffing.
Yeah, let's go fucking
that
talk to this
chapstick
guy.
So the Wall Watch does prevent you from leaving. And you are dismissively referred to the burgomaster's estate to get permission to leave. But when you get to the burgomaster's estate, the baron's guards stiffly relate that Baron Villigus isn't currently in the gate town.
Well, that sounds like his problem.
And so the guards tell you you'll have to come back when he's here and urge you to move on.
Do we know how long that's gonna be?
Nope.
Awesome.
Is there anybody else we could talk to?
Nope.
I think we should try to
What?
find a
Just
way up
walk
out
up
here.
and
Yeah, what if we just
Yeah,
leave?
like, I think we should just leave. Like we can walk
What
back
if-
out the door.
Yeah, what if we just leave? What are you gonna do then?
Make a break for the tower. You're not gonna chase us through the outlands.
I think they very specifically are gonna try and chase us to the Outlands.
That's cool.
I mean, that's their problem, though.
I'm pretty sure I can't keep up.
Once we get to the moving, how far is the moving castle from where we are right now?
It's what? Call it a half-hour walk.
Yeah,
We can make it.
absolutely, we could make it. We could
Just
just.
a half hour walk, like a 15-minute run. We good.
Is the door open? Like, is the gate open to this place? Like, to the town?
Because the gate was open when we walked in, so it should be open now, right?
It's
Right.
you know what it's like, and they didn't say this in the book, but this is what I'm picturing. You know, like in the subway, you have those gates that they're like bars, like interspersed bars, and they only turn one direction. So if you try to push it the other way, it locks up, so you can easily get in, but you can't use the same door to get out.
What if I just summon a fucking demon gorilla in the city to distract the guards and then just let it go rampant?
I think we can do that.
We also have a Pokemon that we still have not used. That would cause a lot of chaos.
Yeah, what if I just throw out the Pokemon and then summon a monkey? Then what, Dan?
Let's see. I'm going to read to you what it
I'm
says.
sorry, just in unrelated news. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about the newest Pokemon game, but a big feature they were talking about is that they're going to do a battle royale, and you can sneak up on other trainers. And people are freaking out, and they're like, "Oh my god, you can finally jump people! It's amazing!"
You can finally be the NPCs in this goddamn game.
Literally, that's what it is, because you're playing against NPCs. So, like, the tables have turned. It's time for revenge.
That game coming out? Is it before or after the the $90 spurge?
It's not going to be out. I don't know when it's coming out exactly. This is the new Pokemon Legends game. So it's not necessarily new in the sense of like a completely new region, but I don't know.
Because
it'll probably be after.
Yeah. Everybody's upset with Nintendo right now, especially the CEO after he had that conversation with the people. The digital games are going to be 80, the physical games are going to be 90.
Oh yeah, that hurt.
Ouch.
That hurt when I saw that.
Damn.
Yeah, and the new Nintendo Switch is going to be like $420.
So basically, I'm just gonna skip this generation.
Oh, he said if you can't afford it, just stick with the Nintendo Switch.
What a loser!
Yeah,
This is like fucking Diablo Immortal. What? You guys don't have phones?
$100.
Yeah.
See, this is why I pirate Nintendo games. It's morally okay, apparently.
Yeah, I was about to say, the only decent thing they did was that they're like, if you have a Switch 1 game and you upgrade to Switch 2, it's only like $10 to upgrade your like digital game.
What, do you have to get the Nintendo Online thing?
I assume it's if you have a Nintendo account, they'll keep a record of like your purchase, and if you get like the Switch 2, they're like, oh, okay, like you have this in your purchase history, so we'll just let you download it. Because like I had one Switch, and then I traded mine in to get the OLED, just because I wanted a slightly bigger screen, and I was able to like re-download everything. I just had to put my save data on an SD card.
Okay. It's not too bad. God.
But I still think it's bullshit that you gotta pay $80 for a digital game.
Right.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's why I get the digital game. That's why. Because usually you can catch them on deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, that's insane pricing, though. Like, actually.
Oh no, I stand corrected. It's $6.99.
Oh wow, $70. Sorry,
$700. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
I think that's with all the accessories, though.
That's the same as the Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck is cheaper than that, though.
Dude, that's crazy. What are they doing? Nintendo Switch is not one of those mainstream systems.
I genuinely kind of... Part of me kind of wants them to fucking go through the whole Wii U shit again.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Well, what's crazy
nobody
is, like,
bought the Wii U.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know what's really crazy though is like there are some really cool features on that's just interesting. Like the things, because they're magnetic, you can use it like a mouse. Like you can use the little controller as a mouse because it's supposed to have tracking like that, which I think is really interesting because I know there's a couple handheld PCs that kind of do that. But, oh my god, it's like, okay, I wasn't mad about the console price, I was really mad about the actual game prices. I was like, fuck that. I'll pirate.
I mean, I'm just waiting for Valve to finally release the ARM version of SteamOS so I can put SteamOS onto my Nintendo Switch. Just so I can more conveniently pirate Nintendo Switch games. It would be cool if I could run my pirated Switch games on a Switch.
Right. All right. So we're here in Cursed. You guys are kind of not allowed to leave. There is a gate that you can see a Malephant and 2 human guards. It doesn't say they're human. It doesn't say what they are. It just says they're veterans. But I'm going to call them humans. What the hell? Yeah, there's only 3 in front of you, but you can see flying in the sky above several wyverns, and there are definitely more Malephants that are within earshot.
So, do we want to try and force our way out?
You know what? I'm gonna make one last persuasion check with these guys. I'm just gonna go up and be like, listen, my group and I, we've traveled so far, we've seen so many things, and we've been on so many adventures. Please, we'd really just like to leave. And let me just say, I say this from the bottom of my heart. If you do not let us leave, I promise you the next day or so is going to be the wildest day of your life if you do not let us leave.
That sounds like a threat.
I am trying not to say this as a threat, but I can foresee what is going to happen to you guys if you do not let us go. Should I make a persuasion or an intimidation roll?
Make it intimidation.
Intimidation. Okay. I'm just gonna look back and point at Cap, and I'm just gonna be like, and he's the one who's gonna bring the pain.
Yeah, Cap's just holding an iron flask.
I need you to take this seriously.
Cap isn't.
No one's allowed to leave by orders of the Burgomaster.
Okay, well, don't say I didn't warn you. I'll turn around and just give Cap the little okay with my hand.
So, Cap, as an action, removes the flask stopper and releases the whirlworm contained.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let me get ready for this.
Escalated quickly.
I imagine him like going like full like I choose you kind of moment, like summoning this whirlworm.
You spin your cap around so it's
Yeah,
backwards.
exactly. Yeah, Cap spins himself around so he's backwards and throws it.
I do want to say I am running at this point, just not to be in the zone.
Oh yeah, no, there's just gonna be a big sea serpent, and it's friendly to me.
All right. Let's move everybody to a battle space and roll initiative and do all that. And I've got to get a whirlworm.
Oh, friendly to you and your companions for 1 hour and obeys Cap's commands.
A giant whirlworm. No, a whirlworm, right?
Yeah, giant whirlworm. Big motherfucker.
A giant one.
I tried to warn them. I really did.
Oh man. This is only going to get sillier, unfortunately. Fortunately. Cap has only one order to issue. His whirlworm.
We're rolling for initiative, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright. Remember, Rylar gets to add a D8, and so do I.
Oh, my initiative roller isn't working. Let's check the API. We'll try refreshing the page. Still not working.
That is odd. Why is it not working?
Right. Restart the API. Let's see what happens. There it goes. All right. Everybody's on the board. We've got a giant whirlworm on the board. Is the whirlworm in initiative? Yep. Let's sort it and start this combat. All right. Rylar, you got the jump.
Yep. I'm going to move up. I'm going to measure something real quick. Okay. I'm going to ready an Eldritch Blast for if this Rollworm attacks one of these things, which I assume it will, but I'm going to wait to see what happens first. So once that happens, I'll let loose.
All right, ready in action. Whirlworm.
Cap has but one command for the whirlworm. Kill them all.
Let's see. All right. So this thing has a bite and a constrict attack. His bite has got to reach a 10 feet. His constrict has got to reach a 5, so he's got to get... All right. I'm just deciding whether the whirlworm does their... Gonna use its lightning breath.
Hell yeah. Do that.
So these wyverns are actually up in the sky. They're not where they're listed. Let me move them back. All right, so lightning breath. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. All right, both the veterans failed. And the Maleficent. I'm going to change it so you can see the rolls. I wish there was a way that I could universally apply this setting so that I didn't have to do
Yeah,
it
it'd
for
be kind of
each.
nice.
All right. And then here comes the Maleficent saving throw. And he's got magic resistance, but this isn't magic, so All right, but he made his saving throw, so he takes half damage. Coming back to the lightning breath, that is 12d10 damage. You want to take the 66 or you want to roll it? I say roll it.
Sorry. Yeah, roll it.
Ah, came out in my favor. 49
Hey,
points
you know,
of damage.
sometimes you just have to deal with that, you know?
Right? All right, so 49 points of damage to this first guy. 49 points of damage. And then 24 points of damage, right? Because he made his save.
Yeah, half.
All right. Let's see if his ability recharges. It does.
Nice.
He gets to do lightning
And
breath again.
And I get hit him with those readied Eldritch Blasts.
All right.
The one up front. Oh. Okay, then.
So that's the two veterans.
That's this guy.
Oh, both on him.
Yeah.
13 and 12 is 25 points of damage.
Hey, nice.
That's it.
Okay, there's 70 feet. Let me see what I can do. Did we get a long rest from when we traveled from the Dragonborns to here?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure I just have all my spell slots. Yeah, okay. I don't really have anything good area of effect, so I guess I'll just do, I'll do Toll... No, I can't do Toll the Dead. Take that back. I will do a Guiding Bolt on this big guy here.
All right. And a crit. 22 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. The Malephant is resistant to lightning damage.
It takes half of that.
Oh, but it's thunder damage.
Yeah.
Because it's a bellowing roar instead of actual lightning breath.
He just really scares them.
Right, so they're resistant to lightning, but it says it's thunder damage, so yeah, doesn't matter. Okay. All right, 22 points of radiant to this guy, and the next attack against him has advantage, right?
Guiding bolts. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Till the end of my turn. Next turn.
Veteran makes an attack against the guy. 9 misses. Let me change it so you can see the rolls. Alright, here comes the second longsword attack. That misses. And here comes the short sword attack. That misses. Wow, you suck. Alright, so we go to the first of the wyverns, who's going to swoop down and attack this big thing. They got a fly speed of 80. Wyvern makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its stinger. While flying, it can use its claws in place of one other attack. Alright. No, I think the bite and the stinger. "12 misses. Ooh, hit. 4. 13. So let's do the 13 first. And then it has to make a Constitution saving throw. That it failed against the poison damage. So it takes 25 poison damage. Alright.
Cap. Alright. Well, one monster is good. You know what's better than one monster, Dan?
2?
That's right. 2 monsters. And Cass summon Greater Demon and is gonna summon the Barlgura. Dan, I require 1 big monkey.
1 big monkey coming up.
Fantastic. And I would like that 60 feet out from where I am, as close as I can get it to the as close as I can get it to the guards. Now, the monkey has one very simple command as well.
Kill.
Kill.
Eat faces.
Eat faces. Throw feces. And that is Cap's turn. He summons the monkey.
Does that go on your turn?
It goes on its own initiative.
Alright, so we gotta roll initiative for him.
Yeah, give the monkey its initiative.
Add turn. Let's roll initiative for the monkey.
Heck yeah. It'll actually go this round.
Alright. This wyvern is going to swoop down and do the bite stinger routine on the whirlworm. Hit for 13. And a miss.
Nice.
Kira.
Alright, the wyverns are flying up in the area.
Yes.
So how far away are they from the elephant?
They are, 10 foot away and 15 foot off the ground.
So about, okay. So that 20 feet is mistaken.
Now, these two
Someone hit this-
these two back here are still 80 feet up in the sky.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't have room enough to really move them away. I'll move them to the
Yeah, I
edge.
That's beyond my range. In that case, these monsters have it well in hand. I am going to... I'm just going to do a firebolt at the elephant.
16 hits for 7 fire damage. He's resistant to fire, so he takes 3.
Right. And that's it.
Alright, this guy here is going to attack the Balgura. Maleficent makes 1 barbed trunk attack and 2 glaive attacks.
I would like the Barlgura on its turn to turn that fucking Maleficent to paste.
Right. Alright, so
Respectfully.
here comes an attack against the Balgura. 14.
14. I don't actually know what the AC of it is because I don't have it. I don't
think
think I
it's
have access to
15.
its character sheet. Do I have access to Barlgura character? Oh, I do. 15 natural armor. Yeah, it misses.
Alright, so 14 misses with the barbed trunk. Let's go to glaive attacks. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
And 19.
Yeah, those both hit.
So that's what, 31 points of damage?
31. I'll take that off there.
Alright. This wyvern swoops down. It is going to do the bite sting on the whirlworm.
Fair enough.
A hit for 16. We'll start with the 16. And then we'll do a con save for the poison damage. Failed. 25 poison damage. Lex.
Think here. Yeah, that's my speed. And I'm going to rage and end my turn.
Okay. This veteran. He's going to attack the Bulgura. He's going to hit.
Okay.
He's going to miss.
And
He's going to crit. So 6 and 7 is 13 piercing. Or 7 piercing and 6 slashing.
okay.
13. Alright, the Bulgura gets to go.
Alright, so Barlgura is gonna go reckless to gain advantage on all its attacks. And against the yellow... Actually, you know what? Against this veteran who is in the red. 21.
Paste. Almost, anyway.
Almost. And whack.
Now paste.
Great. Just for flavor, the Barlgura is gonna just use his corpse as a melee weapon.
Pull a
And just
Hulk
hit
and Loki.
the other veteran. Yeah.
Alright, and 24 hits for 10.
Great.
Beat him to death with his friend.
That is the plan. That is the Barlgura's turn.
Alright. Ooh, the bite hits the whirlworm for 14. And the stinger misses.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stay pretty far away from what's going on up there, up until we don't have a choice.
Right.
So I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the other guy that's up there.
All right. 14 just misses, I think. 24 hits, though, for 8.
That's better. And yeah, that's it.
All right, whirlworm. What do you think? You want the whirlworm to go after the veteran or start going after the wyverns?
I think it's gonna go after the wyverns. They're ganging up on it. That's not fair.
All right. All right. It's got reach, same as they do, so it's going to attack this one on the left here. It's got a bite and a constrict. Let's see. Bite hits for 29.
Yeah.
And then constrict. A large or smaller creature. This is a large creature. Okay. $14 hits.
Nice. Absolutely fucking up those wyverns.
Right. 47 points of damage. And it's grappled.
It took all that damage and it's only in the yellow. Damn.
Alright, grappled and restrained. Zorana.
Okay. See. Okay, I think I'll move up. Gonna be bold, move up. Just so I can use some other spells. But I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this guy right here. I think I should be in range. Yeah, that'll be in range. So he's gonna make a DC 15 Wisdom.
Right. And this is the Maleficent?
Yeah, the big guy.
Alright. Wisdom save. Failed. So 21.
Okay, so
Alright. Alright. This veteran here is shuffled off this mortal coil, and we come to the wyvern again. Hit for 8. And a miss.
Yep. I think this is the right battle to bring in all the bullshit. That's a lot of wyverns.
Yeah, probably true. Especially being able to fly.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think Cap has an idea. A single thought has crossed his mind, and he's gonna run forward. bravely charging towards these wyverns, and they're all kind of very close. They're all like on the ground, packed together, right?
They are actually 15 foot off the ground, but
All right.
kind of packed together. They're all ganging up on this big creature, right?
But what if they were on the ground?
Ooh,
That would be such a neat trick, right?
right?
Well, Dan, great news.
Oh my god.
I cast Gravity Sinkhole beneath them. They are going to have to make this save or go to the ground.
All right, Constitution save.
A Constitution saving throw.
Going left to
And
right.
for each one that fails it, they are slammed into the ground.
Right.
They
Fail. Made it. Made it. Failed.
But what if that second one, I don't know, had a little incident?
Failed.
That's a much better result. Alright, Gravity Sinkhole. Cast at level 4. 26 damage, and they are all knocked prone as they are violently slammed into the ground.
All right. 26. 26.
Yeah.
26. And then the other one takes 13, right?
Yes, they maintain their flying.
So 3 of them are on the ground.
Yeah, 3 of them just got slammed into the ground, and they're prone. Cat feels very powerful right now.
Cap is a god.
Right.
Just don't let him know that.
Cat just took 3 of these flying pests and slammed them into the ground.
The one that is still in the air. Stings the whirlworm for, let's start with 11. And then get it to make a con saving throw. That it failed for 25 more. Alright. Kira.
Alright. So if all of those are on the ground, that means they're relatively close.
3 out of the 4 are.
Yeah. So if I aim a vitriolic spear right here, it will hit all of them. Except for the one in the air.
Right.
So it should hit all the monsters. All the enemies. Except for that one.
Including the whirlworm, though, right?
No, that's 25 feet away.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So just the 3 wyverns. Yep.
Yeah, and the elephant and the human.
Oh, right. Because they're the same distance on the other side.
Yeah, they're
I
20
see.
feet.
Oh, but the whirlworm, the closest square on the whirlworm is 20 feet, right?
From which one? Oh, yeah, but isn't it through the center? So yeah, I guess it would hit if you're going by the closest. So yeah, that would take damage too.
All right. We'll exclude it. All right. So the vitriolic sphere, dexterity saving throw. 3 wyverns. Made it. Made it. Failed. All right. So 39 to the one that failed. And 29 to the other 2?
Yeah.
All right, the Maleficent.
And then is he within range as well?
No, the Whirlworm?
No, the elephant.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do them, did I? I forgot them. I got hung up on the Wyverns. All right, that was a dexterity saving throw, but he has magic resistance, so he has advantage.
Yeah.
So 15 makes the save, so he takes 29. And it was acid damage. And he's resistant to acid damage, so he takes 14.
All right.
The veteran, on the other hand, is not resistant to acid damage. His dexterity saving throw made it, so he takes 29 points, which is enough to take him down.
Nice.
All right. Then my Maleficent is going to attack the Balgura.
If it kills Big Monkey, I am going to cry. I'm not ready for this, Dan.
17.
Yeah, it's gone. Big Monkey's dead.
14 points of damage.
Yeah, that does him in. Goodbye,
All
Big
right.
Monkey.
And he'll step up with his other attack. He's got 2 more glaive attacks.
If you kill the goddamn whirlworm, you've killed both my pets.
21 hits for 22, which is enough to take him down. And he takes another step towards Lex because he's still got movement and he's got another glaive attack. "12 misses. This wyvern is no longer grappled or restrained because the whirlworm is dead.
Yep.
He uses half of his movement to get up. So he's got 40 flying speed left. And he's going to use that 40. Now he's 10 foot off the ground, so I don't know that you can attack him back. So I've got an elevation counter there to try to remind us that he's 10 foot off the ground. But he has reach, so he can attack Lex when he's 10 foot off the ground. And he's going to try to bite you, Lex. 21 hits for 5 in your case because you're raging. And here comes the stinger. This is the one you really want to watch out for. So go ahead and take 3 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw. Nice. Okay, so only take 17 poison damage. And with that, we go to Lex's turn.
Dan,
What's that?
the 17. Do I take the full 17 or do I half it again?
Your rage doesn't protect you from all damage. It's just bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, right? Or does it protect you
Couldn't
from
tell you.
all damage? I mean, I don't think it does all damage.
Not all damage.
Right.
Mm. Okay, let's get this going. All right. I'm gonna attack this one first. So it's gonna be my first two.
$13 hits. Oh, do you have reach?
Oh no,
by
no,
the way.
no, I don't. No, I
Okay.
don't. Never mind.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna hit the elephant.
All right.
Does 13 hit a elephant?
I don't think so. I think they're armor class 15.
Understood.
$20 hits though, for 18 damage.
Okay. I can't do anything else, so I'm going to end my turn there.
All right. This veteran is dead. This wyvern spends half of its movement getting up. It's gonna fly over. It's also 10 foot off the ground. $15 hit Lex.
No, no, sir.
24 does.
That definitely hits.
So take your 3 damage from the piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And then make another con save. Stand up against that poison.
And I missed. 22.
22 poison damage. All right, Rylar.
Okay. I better get in there too. And let's see. I'm going to bonus action Thunderous Smite. Whoops, that shouldn't actually be a roll. And then I'll take my greatsword attacks at it.
Okay, at the Maleficent?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15 plus 6. Although that's probably a miss.
Yeah, we need a 15 on the Maleficent.
Alright, and the second one also a miss.
Ooh.
Not great.
Ouch.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Zorana.
Okay. Yeah, this is not a great situation. I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Word on Lex from a safe distance, level 2. So Lex will get 13 points back. And then, do we think this guy is dexterous? I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna hit the big guy in the middle with a Sacred Flame as my main action.
Okay. Dexterity 15, and he's got magic resistance. Whoops. Hit the wrong button there. Let's try the right one. There we go. Dexterity at advantage. Made it.
Okay, so he doesn't take any damage then.
Right. Okie dokie. And then we move on to another wyvern. He's got enough movement to do it. Okay. coming at Rylar. With the bite. 18.
That's a miss.
All right. Here comes the stinger. 16. All right. Cap.
Alright, that's a lot of bad. Still a lot of bad. Do I have any other funny spells? Yes, I do. Cap is going to walk here-ish. And I am going to cast Pulse Wave, which is here. 3rd level. I will draw the cone so you can see who's in it, because I'm trying to not hit Rylar and Lex. Ideally. I will if I must, though. Pretty sure that hits all 4. Unless you can't see the cone.
That doesn't get the one right in the front. That gets everybody else. But no, just swing it a little bit down further. I think you could do it without hitting Lex or Rylar, though.
Well, if I just... Yeah, I think if I go down... Oops, I'm getting my triangles wrong.
There you go.
Ugh, there we go.
And shift it a little more down. Just to make it official. Like you want to cover that first one halfway. But not Rylar halfway. Yeah. So right about there, you're good.
Right over there, I'm good? Alright.
You keep Rylar and Lex out of it, right.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, Cap cast Pulse Wave, and they will be blown back 15 feet if they fail to save.
Alright, Pulse Wave. Half damage on a DC 16 con save.
Yeah.
The Wyverns with the con save. Failed. Made it. Made it.
Nice crit. Please re-roll that.
Made it.
Damn.
Alright, so the first one takes 25 points of damage and gets pushed, right?
Yep, push 25 feet. Sorry, 25, 15 feet. I'm up by a whole 10 feet.
So why don't we put him right about there? How's that?
That works.
Alright. The other two take 12 and don't get pushed.
Okay, and then the elephant.
Right. Magic resistance, so he gets his Constitution save at advantage. And he makes it, so he takes 12.
Alright.
Alright. This wyvern here. Sees an isolated target. 13 misses, right?
13 misses.
The stinger, 12 misses.
Oh, misses.
Cap dodging and diving out of the way.
Cap expertly dodges it.
Kira.
Alright, so for these 3 wyverns, I'm gonna cast blindness and deafness at level 4.
Oh, okay. Constitution save. The middle ones made it, but the other two failed. And the middle one was really damaged.
Well, that's good.
All
So
right,
at the end of each of its turn, it repeats the saving.
And they're blind and deafened.
Yeah. It says blind or deaf. I'd go with blind.
Okay.
Unless you want to give them both.
Making sure they don't have any extra senses. Nope, they don't have blind sight or anything like that, so they are blind. And that does it for Kira?
That's it.
All right. Very effective spell, that is. But coming in from left field is another Malephant. He's got 40 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So he can make it that far. Does he have any ranged options? He doesn't really. Sorana and Kira.
Yeah.
The Malephant expels poisonous gas from its trunk in a 60-foot cone. Make a Constitution saving throw. Kira made it. Did Zorana?
Oops, sorry. Come on.
Okay. So, let's roll that damage. 6d12. Here it comes. 40.
Oh my god.
So Zorana takes 40 damage, and Kira...
It's half, right?
I don't think so. Each creature must make a DC con saving throw. On a failed save, you take... On a successful save, the target takes half damage. Right. So 20 points to Kira. But much worse than the damage is the effect, Zorana. You are mind poisoned. While you have the poison condition, so let me put that on you.
Oof.
And while poisoned, you lose all weapon and skill proficiencies. You can't cast spells. You can't understand language. You have disadvantage on intelligence saving throws. And you can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns.
Oh no.
Alright, this one here is attacking Lex. That's a lot of damage. So take
12.
actually 11 piercing damage after your resistance.
11 piercing.
And then make the con save. Or wait. If the target is a medium or smaller creature, it has the grappled condition. So let's put a grapple on you.
Wait, why is it an advantage?
It shouldn't have been. But the 28 was what it got on the first die. Okay, what was I doing? I was putting the grappled condition on you. Why isn't my conditions menu popping up? Oh, that's it. There it is. Grappled. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained. Okay. Until this grapple ends, it can't use the barbed trunk to attack other creatures. But he's still got 2 glaive attacks. 21, which hits for 17, Lex. That is going to be 8 in your case. And another glaive attack, which misses.
Okay.
Oh, it says attack rolls against a restrained creature have advantage, though. So I should have rolled with advantage on that one. Let me roll it again. In your case, 8. Right. All right. Then we go to this wyvern, who's going to attack Kira.
Oh, the one that's not blind? Okay.
Thank you for the reminder. I forgot about the blindness, but you're right. This one isn't blind.
That misses. That hits.
Kira.
DC.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm getting the name wrong. I'm looking at Rylar, and I'm saying Kira.
Oh, okay.
I meant Rylar.
Okay, so the first one's a miss,
Right.
and second one is a hit. DC
For-
15 con save.
10 piercing plus the con save. Which
Can use that inspiration because why not?
It's a good time to use it. Ah.
Yep. Fail.
So a total of 36 points of damage.
Ouch.
And lo and behold, another Maleficent coming in from the left field.
3 of them now?
3 of them. And he's going to run up right about here and run out of actions, and we're going to hold off on doing another mind poison. He'll save that in case he needs it. Lex, you are grappled and restrained by this barbed trunk of the Maleficent. The escape DC would be an action and either acrobatics or athletics 14. Or you can just say fuck it and attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say fuck it and attack.
I think your attack rolls have disadvantage though when you're restrained.
Do they?
Yeah. And the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, right? So it might be worth spending the action. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try to get free. What do I need to roll?
Acrobatics or athletics, 14. Nice. Okay, no longer grappled and restrained.
I'm gonna use my bonus action. And use Heavenly Wings. And fly up 20 feet.
Mr. Fisher.
Actually, I'll just fly up 10 feet. What's his reach? 5?
Which one?
The elephant.
He's got to reach a 10.
I'm flying up 15 feet.
All right.
I'm gonna end my turn now. Because I can't do nothing else. Getting free was an action, right?
It was.
Yeah, then that's it.
All right. This wyvern is blind and takes off straight 80 feet up into the sky because it kind of freaked out. So I'm just going to move it over here to represent 80 feet up. Rylar.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is bonus action Misty Step. Head on down here, and we'll lay on hands with 5 points to get rid of that poison condition
Nice.
on Zorana.
Very nice. So her faculties all return.
And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Zorana.
Great. Sorry, it was how many points again?
It's I use 5 points. I don't know if you actually get that.
I don't think so. I
Expend
think
5 points from the pool to cure a target.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's just the
See.
poison thing gone.
Right.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. We would have been really fucked if that didn't come in. I'm gonna cast Mass Heal Word. I'm gonna heal me, you, and Lex. If I can reach Lex, I assume.
Sure.
It says 60 feet, so I think,
Oh, yeah.
and Kira might as well. I can do 6 creatures. So we're all gonna get 7. I wish that was better.
That is something.
And
That's a bonus action, right?
Yes, it is a bonus action. And then my action was just gonna be, I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the guy Lex is currently squaring up with.
All right.
I'm gonna start running this way.
He failed, so he takes 21 necrotic damage.
Yeah, it doesn't explain what the Blessed Strikes are damage-wise.
Right.
Something like my cleric ability, so I guess you could say it's necrotic.
All right. And then if that is it for Zorana, we go to another freaking out wyvern that flies 80 feet up in the sky. Oh, and they get to make their saving throws after they freak out, right?
Yeah.
And what is it? A wisdom?
Wisdom. No, I think it's intelligence.
Intelligence.
What was it? Blindness, death. No, Constitution 14. Sorry.
Con 14. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. So the first one is still blind, but the second one, after freaking out, is no longer blind. So it'll come back next turn.
Cap. Okay. Cap is not enjoying being within melee range of the wyvern, so he's gonna go ahead and do the only reasonable thing and cast greater invisibility on himself. He makes the peace symbol with his hand and just disappears.
All right. Cap out.
And then Cap moves back 25 feet. It does not get an opportunity attack because that requires you see the creature.
Exactly.
You had greater invisibility. So you know how deadly I could be with that.
I mean, I realize how deadly you can be with that, but also I'm saving it for emergencies.
Okay.
And Cap was not going to get lucky and have a wyvern whiff 2 attacks again.
So here's what has happened. Cap was standing in front of a wyvern and just disappeared. The wyvern looks up and it can see Lex floating in the sky, 15 feet off the ground, to his left. To his right, he sees Zorana on the ground. The wyvern is not a particularly intelligent creature. So we're going to make it random whether it goes after Zorana or Lex. We're going to say 1, 2, Zorana, 3, 4, Lex. Alright. Bite and Stinger coming at Zorana. $12 misses.
Yes, it does.
Alright. Here comes the real one that hurts. That one hit for 10.
Shit.
I need you to take 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on.
Give yourself
Ah.
guidance.
Yeah, baby!
Did it.
Only take 14 poison damage.
Oh my god.
Only 14.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't think he's with us this time.
Wait, I'm looking at my saving throws and it says I have advantage against spells and other magical effects. What?
For what?
Well, this is a poisonous stinger, so not a magical effect.
Yes, but I'm just making a note for myself for
That's
the
a good
future.
thing to know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like looking under my saving throws and it says, hey, you have advantage against this. And then the reason why the Constitution is on advantage is because I have advantage when it's for concentration. So you can ignore 16. That was not me. That was just the game gaming.
Right. All right, so you get hit with a vicious poisonous stinger, but you hold your feet to fight another round. Kira.
Alright, I'm gonna move up there. Section. I'm gonna do lay on hands for all of 8 points
Okay.
on Zorana.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, the healing hands. And that's it.
Okay. Oh, this is going to start to get ugly. This Maleficent has got enough movement to run. Well, he can't quite reach Lex, can he? Lex is up in the sky. So does that influence... Does he go after Rylar in that case? Or... is there something...
Man, I just thought of something. And this will be so broken if it works.
You got to do it then.
Oh man, where is it? I wonder if it gives a description.
Alright, Rylar.
Ooh.
Ouch. So you take all that damage and you're grappled and restrained. Oh,
Yep.
you made your con save, so...
Oh no, that's the wrong thing, right? That's for the poison thing.
Right.
Yep. Okay. 23.
Yeah, I guess so, right. I was just looking. There's no save against the poison damage. It's all in there,
Yep.
23, right?
Yep.
I don't think I can get half Alex and half a Zorana at the same time. He's got to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Can he get Zorana and Rylar? Think so. Yeah, I'm going to call that half of each. Okay, everybody in that cone, which would be Cap, Zorana, Kira, and Rylar.
Is that the same one from before that used it?
No, this is a different one.
Yeah, Cap is just fully immune to poison and the poison condition.
Oh, nice. That's super helpful here.
Yeah, get frogged, idiot.
You still have to take the poison damage, though.
I'm immune to poison damage.
Poison damage. Right.
AC Constitution.
Oh, come on.
Oh, fuck.
Oof.
Let me roll that.
Oh my god.
12.
Oh my
I'm dead.
I'm down.
Oh, this is going excellent.
Yeah.
This is going real bad real quick.
I
mean, we can summon a dragon.
We should probably, maybe it's time for the dragon.
Maybe time.
If we're doing that, I'm going to call the game for tonight, and we're going to resume.
I think it's time.
Oh.
Cap's next turn. This Pokemon trainer has one ball left.
Gotta call out the legendary. Watch out.
How
All
did we
right.
get into this fight in the first place?
Well, we wanted to leave.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We wanted to leave, and they wouldn't let us because they're mean and rude.
Well, obviously, look at all this guards.
13 misses Lex. And a 14 does too. Oh, does that miss Lex? Yeah?
18.
18, okay. Alright. Melifont here. Yeah, let me actually count his moves. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So he's running up on the only one he sees still standing, Kira. But he doesn't have enough movement to get there yet. And we go to Lex. You're toe-to-toe with a wyvern.
Twice.
A hit for 15. It drops from the sky.
Okay. I am going to. Who goes after me? Now, Dan, before I get my hopes up, I got a question.
What's that?
Where is it? Now, I'm reading this, and it doesn't have any stipulations on being on the ground.
Okay.
It says teleport.
Right.
So, technically, I should be able to fly 30 feet in the air and then teleport whoever I decide on this that's 30 feet away from me into the air next to me.
Yeah. I don't see anything about it saying you have to be on the ground. You can tell it just says it has to be next to you.
Okay.
I'm seeing where this is going.
So you're going 50 feet. You're going to be 50 feet in the air.
I only can be 30 feet away from them. So, technically, they can only fall 30 feet. So, it's only going to be like a 3d8 fall. But technically.
Technically,
It doesn't get longer until I level up, so I can't really do too much damage with it right now. I just wanted to make sure that was okay.
Yeah, seems fine by me. So I'm going to put you 30 feet up, and you're going to teleport the Melephant.
Not yet, not just yet.
Okay.
I have to wait till it's his turn.
I see. All right, I gotcha. All right, this wyvern is still blind, and it's still freaking out. Let's see if it makes its saving throw. That's a Constitution 14, right? For the blindness, I think.
Yeah, 14.
He's still blind. Rylar. Death save, I guess.
Yep.
There's your first success. Zorana, death save.
Whoops, I accidentally just closed the tab. Give me 1 sec, I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
That's the wrong button.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's load. This thing is so slow.
Just a little bit.
Okay, what? Okay, my health points... Hold on, give me 1 sec. I gotta set my current back to 0. Okay. And now let me try. There we go.
Alright, there's one success for Zorana. And then we go to this wyvern who's not blind anymore. Who's going to fly back and attack Lex. Ten misses. Stinger hits for 7 plus a con save. So take
God, poisoned.
23 poison damage.
He got me.
And because you took damage, you fail a death save.
God damn it.
Cap.
Alright, well, everything is going great. Cap is gonna summon the dragon.
An adult time dragon, huh?
I have decided that now is time for dragon.
What's the general consensus for such a big decision? What do you think?
I mean, we got another iteration of lives that we haven't used. What happens when we die?
Well,
We go back to
you know, when you died last time, you woke up in the morgue again.
Mm-hmm.
You never died a second time.
Mm-mm.
So you're not sure where you're going to wake up.
Or if we're gonna wake up.
Yeah, we're unaware that we're going to get an extra life or be reborn, right?
Well, because technically we don't even get reborn. We die. It's just there's another one of us.
Yeah, but we're unaware of it.
Yeah, we're unaware of that.
I'm pretty sure we're aware of it at this point, seeing as how we died and came back.
Yep. Yeah, you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
have all
but-
sorts of conflicting, overlapping memories of different timelines.
Yeah.
So, I guess the question is, like, if we do die, do we pop back up at the morgue?
Do we have our items?
You wanna
What
die
if
and
I
save the
told
dragon
you-
for later?
If I told you how it works, I'm going to read to
And
you
would ruin the
exactly.
magic.
When a character dies, the multiversal glitch restores one of that character's incarnations. You have 3 incarnations total. This is the second one you've used. So when you die, you get to choose one of your other 2 incarnations. You can't play the same incarnation 2 times in a row, basically. So if you want to go back to the character you originally had when we started the game, you could do that. Or you could go to a third variant. But it says it restores you to life soon after your death.
Oh.
When an incarnation appears, they are attuned to any magic items the dead character was attuned to when they died. A dead character's body doesn't vanish when another incarnation manifests. Glitch characters can be affected by spells such as Raise Dead and Resurrection until their next incarnation appears. Spells that permanently alter characters such as Reincarnate continue to affect an incarnation even after they die and return. It says here, and this is advice to the DM that I'll let you in on, once a player chooses which incarnation to play, have that incarnation reappear several minutes after the character's death as is convenient. Planar forces cause incarnations to appear in unlikely places, like an empty room, around the bends in a road, inside wardrobes. Let other characters happen across the incarnation, rather than having incarnations rejoin the party on their own. Incarnations have no memory of how they came to be wherever they're found. If a character dies during combat, their next incarnation shouldn't appear until after the combat encounter ends. So does that help influence your decision, knowing how your death and respawn works? Does that influence your decision to use the time dragon at this moment?
I mean,
So essentially,
I think we take it to like a group vote.
yeah. So essentially, if we do decide to use the time dragon,
Mhm.
I mean, oh man, I got a feeling we gonna need that time dragon. I feel like this was a fight we shouldn't have started.
This was a silly fight.
We're just trying to leave.
Thing. We're just trying to leave.
Why we let evil as Zarana decide what we was doing?
Right?
Because evil Zarana has the right ideas.
It's always Zorana's fault.
Oh,
For no man, okay? Zara does what she wants.
You know what? I think.
Especially to kiss his ass, no thank you. I'd rather die.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather get us all
Honestly,
killed.
Hey, what's killed when
I-
you're a victim of the multiversal glitch?
so if we die, we come back
With all your
and
memories.
we got the same with all our memories,
Right.
but we still stuck in this damn city.
We still stuck in this damn city.
Yep.
We can't leave. Oh. That's
Well,
interesting.
that is a conundrum.
There's no way. Wait, is this our dragon or another?
Yeah, he
Thing
hasn't been
stopping us.
summoned
That's
yet. He's just
your
there.
dragon. I just
So-
put it
so-
there for reference.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question. It's a time dragon, right?
Yeah.
It's a time dragon.
Right.
So if this dragon doesn't die during this fight, can we summon it again?
it's a
So the
one-time
scale,
use.
it says, the dragon appears in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of you and aids you for 10 minutes. Afterward, the time dragon vanishes and the scale crumbles.
It's a time dragon. So it should have control of time. So can it reverse before this fight happened and then go back?
Yeah.
I'll show
Roll
you.
it
That's
back
what it can do.
Right.
What can it do?
Temporal gates. So we could go through a gate and go back in time to before.
Yeah, we can send Cap through a gate, and then Cap can tell us not to do this fight.
Yeah, that's definitely not the person you should send back in time.
Cap, you're the only one alive.
That is fair. That is also fair.
Oh wait, what? Oh shit.
But
Oh, wait,
you
no,
still
hold on.
lose the dragon
Hold on.
scale if you undo this fight.
You still lose the dragon scale.
You lose
Because-
one dragon scale.
Because time is wibbly wobbly.
Can you give us another one?
I don't think he's going to give us another one.
I thought he gave each one of us one.
No, he gave the group
just-
one.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is he gave us one. Alright.
You know, I feel like we should. This is not one of those. I don't want to make a hasty decision.
You're right.
Because I don't want us to get to the big bad at the end and we can't beat it because we done gave up the nuke that we had.
Yeah.
Well, if you use the time dragon to undo the fight, you get the whirlworm back.
True.
True, we do get the whirlworm back, but also we have an iron flask that can just capture another creature.
You trading a time dragon for a world worm?
Well, here's the thing: I'm not trading it for the whirlworm.
Wait a second. What if you
I
use?
just
What if you use
I
the
have-
iron flask to capture the time dragon after 9 minutes?
Well, that's gonna be. It's gonna beat the wisdom saving throw. It's a DC 17 wisdom saving throw. It's gonna win it.
Oh yeah, it's got +9 to wisdom, and it's got met legendary resistance.
Although I have an idea. Since it is my turn.
Okay. What you got? Please tell me you got like some broken spell that you can just throw out.
Unfortunately, I don't have a broken spell, but I do have something silly. And I'm going to use the iron flask on the goddamn Maleficent right there.
Capture the.
It's a good
Give
idea.
the elephant.
Good idea. All right.
But
So
once
what
it's
is
free,
that?
will it be loyal or friendly?
I'm going to summon it. If it fails, I get it, and then I can summon it, and it's friendly to me and us.
A wisdom 17 saving throw or be trapped, right?
Yes.
Now he's got
It can't be
magic
that smart.
resistance, so this is magic resistance applies.
Yes, it does apply.
Oh, and it
Failed
failed.
anyway.
Oh,
It gets sucked into the bottle. And that is... Cap is still invisible, so the rest of these Maleficents will just see one disappear.
Right? Very nicely done.
So it's me against 5 monsters.
You've just got to survive this round.
and
good
I can't
luck.
use any spells or weapons.
You don't have any spells left?
No, because I got affected by
The mind
that
poison.
thing. So, yeah.
Oh, the mind poison, right? Well, shit.
Yeah,
16
that
hit.
Yep. 13. Then I'm down. Wait.
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah, that's one attack. Alright.
Oh, okay, now you're down.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
All right, Kira, make a death save. Oh, nice.
I realize I should have done this way earlier because I'm reading through the Iron Flask and I've realized its true power and its true extent.
Right. Removing an enemy instantly from the battlefield with full hit points.
It's
That's
not.
a
It's
instant
not even
kill.
just that. It's not even just that. It's much worse.
Yeah, you
Every
guys
battle
wanted
is
6 of
poison.
these things. It's like,
Oh.
no way.
Now that I understand truly what it can do, I'm so sorry.
All right, let's see. How much of a dick do I want to be to end tonight's session? Yeah, right. I mean, he can't see anybody else to attack. So,
But he does know I'm around.
so about
Cap
to
is-
attack the people.
Cap isn't hidden. He's just invisible.
Who's he attacking? Just swinging the blade?
You.
Rylar.
No.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's attacking us while we're down.
That's what a dick.
Dick move.
I know. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
So those are both on me?
Yep.
Well, at least you only hit with one of them.
Right. So that's one failed death save.
Yep.
Don't feel bad. I'm right after you. And I already got one fail.
All right. Yeah. He's doing it.
That's 2 failed.
No
Your
one.
AC was higher.
Nice one.
Yeah, my AC is 18. I ain't got like some magic that bring me back to life or something.
I got stuff. I need more actions. God, maybe I should have hasted myself.
All right, death save for Lex.
I'm gonna die.
Well, because haste would have.
Oh shit!
Here you go.
He's alive.
Con saving throw for the blindness. Oh wait, blindness is concentration, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not blind anymore. He'll be back in the fight next round. Rylar, death save.
All right.
All right, there's 2 successes. Zorana, death save.
Let's see.
Look at this.
This is a dirty 20 though.
Oh, it's a dirty 20, so it doesn't count. You got to roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I get a +1 on saves.
Right.
You have to roll again.
But that's 2 successes anyway.
Yeah.
All right, this wyvern here. Lex.
I'm dead.
Yep. I'm just
gonna
trying to
use my
make it
last
official.
I'm gonna use my last Chronal Shift on that to reroll that attack.
All right.
He's gonna crit on me.
I'm trying to help you as best I can. Fuck.
Still dead. You checked another timeline. You checked the adjacent timeline, and Lex is still dead there.
Yeah, that's really I released the Maleficent as my action.
Exactly.
Friendly to me
Right.
and my allies.
Right. And at 20 past 10, I might have to call it at the end of this round. We'll see where we're at.
So, from reading the flask, I realize, Dan, what you've actually given me is really bad for you.
Oh yeah, it's terribly overpowered.
Because I can just keep doing this.
There's no limit.
There's no limit, there's no cooldown, it's just... This
One
is a
action.
gun that shoots out friends.
Right. Vacuum him up, spit out a friend. We're going to put a green dot on this fella to indicate that he's a friendly. How long is he friendly for?
1 hour.
1
And he's not
hour.
just friendly to me, he's friendly to my friends too.
Right?
And so he's pissed that Lex just died.
Yep. All right, that was your action, right?
That was my action, and I'm still invisible.
All right. Wyvern. That's
I guess the Wyvern isn't aware that the Maleficent is angry yet.
no. Zorana, that's a hit, so you get a failed death save,
Okay.
Where is the Maleficent on this turn order?
and another hit, so you have 2 failed death saves.
Where is
Crazy.
where is my friend Maleficent on the turn order?
It's a good question. We should put him there.
He should be on there.
Right? He should be. Add turn. Oh, wait. He was probably already on there.
Oh, there's the bottom.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I'm over here. I gotta set up my next character. The token thing. How do I make it so it's not square? So it's just circle.
I can fix that for you. I'll just have to catch me sometime during the week and or or over the weekend or something, and I'll take care of it for you.
Okay.
I got a program called Token Tool that I can run it through that will put a transparency on it, which should take the black off.
Got it. Appreciate it.
I'm a little confused on my Melephants here. So I've got, how many Melephants do I have in initiative right now? I've got 1, 2, 3.
I don't see your third Malephant. Is it on the? Is the turn order for it on the GM layer?
It's at the very bottom.
Yeah,
At the very bottom.
right. I got to
Oh, okay.
re-roll
I like the.
its initiative.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. So would the Malephant have been able to go this round?
No, because it had, if it had a lower initiative than you, it would have gone, but
Then,
it got a higher one, so had to wait
Okay.
for the next go around. All right, so that is this wyvern just fucked up Zorana, and we go to Kira, make a death save.
20.
Nice.
That means you're up with a hit point. Holy shit!
All right.
This changes everything.
I'm about to fuck them all up by myself.
And
Yeah.
that's the
Well,
start
you
of
got-
your turn, so you still have your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're not.
cool.
I think you're probably not poisoned anymore, right?
Yeah, we'll say no.
Right, Dan? I look at you, pleading. I don't want to lose my friends.
I'm going to cast Shadow Spawn.
What does that summon?
Shadow Spawn. Monster.
Shadow Spirit, right. Here it is.
Yeah, sorry. Shadow Spirit.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what it is. That might have been a bad move, but fuck it.
Hey, the sooner we can turn this turn order into our advantage, the better.
Kira, coming at you.
Yeah, okay, I'm down.
Oh, no,
I'll
I
shoot you.
did it again. I'm sorry. Rylar.
Oh, okay.
Is that advantage on both?
Yep, because you're down, right?
That is a death then.
That is a death.
Shit.
Alright. This guy... I just got to decide what he's going to do. Who do we still see alive?
And he sees a summoned creature, and Kira's standing back up.
Hey, man.
Kira,
Oh,
yeah,
my name out there.
did
I'm
stand
not
back up,
targeting you or
didn't she?
anything.
Yeah. Yeah, if Kira did stand back up, then that's the move.
I think I'm
Not
still
using
prone.
you at all as bait to try and get another Maleficent closer.
14?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you're down again.
I should have.
How is your
and
AC
then my
so low?
because I'm a mage, it's 12.
Right.
And then the shadow spawn disappears.
Damn.
Alright, Lex is dead.
Well, it's
This wyvern is not blind anymore, so it flies to rejoin its buddies. And at 25 past the hour, we're going to call it right there. This is round 7 of the fight. 2 of you have died. Another 2 of you are dying. Cap is invisible and has a Malephant ally on the battlefield. There are still 3 wyverns and 2 Malephants left to fight. But you always got the possibility of calling a time dragon out of your back pocket too. So I think Cap, if I'm reading your intentions correctly, with your next turn, you're going to try to capture that other Malephant, aren't you?
I'm considering my options because I don't want because while more Malefants are good, having all my friends die horribly is not good.
I'm going to, for my part, look up Iron Flask from a DM point of view because holy fuck is that overpowered.
It's literally just like it's the fucking priest from like Age of Empires just wolo them onto our side.
Just DC 17 wisdom saves to resist it.
Yeah,
That's some heavy shit. That's an item, man.
that's a real item in the book. That is
Right? That is crazy. So I'm gonna look at that, but I'm gonna stay within the rules. If they published an OP item, then I'll roll with it.
Are you sure you want to give Cap the friendship gun?
Right? We'll see. I might
I
might have to adamantine armor this one.
Yeah, no, I get that. I realized I probably should have. If I knew what this had done sooner, I definitely should have started doing this earlier. But
Right. It's incredible. Right about the time you started saying, "Oh my God," I realized this thing's potential. I was just like, "Oh my God, yes, I do too." Oh no.
and the frog acid.
All right, everybody. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks for hanging out tonight, and we will see you next Wednesday.
All right, everyone, have a
Take
good
care,
week.
everybody.
All right, take care.
Yep.
See ya.